strategic initiatives, but to support you. And I believe this is going to be groundbreaking. Now, are we saying that other labels should approach this philosophy?
It's a little daunting for a lot of people. We're doing it because we're taking things on in a big way. I can tell you that it's relatively inexpensive. It'll cost you roughly about $500 or $600 in software.
What about manpower hours?
That's a whole different thing if you do it yourself. And what I'm doing with the software I'm using was intended mainly to play music, and I've just got it trained to use things like Winamp and have it that way. Got it into playing video.
Now, when you say Winamp, and I know you can go in, and I don't want to go too techie on this, but
Winamp is the music player, media player of choice for the indie community. I'll say that one more time.
Right.
Winamp, and you can go to winamp.com, is the media player
right.
of choice for the indie community. It has all the media features, including a built-in browser, plugins to do your music, bass, compression. You got to see it. I'm using it. Winamp is the application that I've got trained, that I'm training to deliver our on-air broadcast to you.
Okay.
Through Winamp, and Winamp is open, so they have all kind of development stuff all over the world. We really got to embrace the indie community, both software developers, music, all of that. And Winamp fits in perfectly with that philosophy. Go check out Winamp, you guys. You're going to really love them. For the plugins, you're going to love them. You're going to love them.
Yep.
So when you see us playing back on our channels, you're going to see Winamp doing it, okay?
Sounds good.
Okay, now, so where we're going. More internet television channel. I tell you guys, you got to really think. Remember I told you the problem, we're going to be going weekly with Create Your Label. The problem with all of us is how to merge our creative stuff with running our businesses. Because all of you who are going to be watching this show, you're going to have to try to run your business. That means you're going to have a little less time to be creative. Maybe a lot more, because it depends what you're doing. If you're scheduling live concerts at the house once a month or once every 3 months, that may be cool. Twice a year, once a year, something, broadcasting that, making videos, recording yourself, practicing recording yourself in stereo, getting it up there in YouTube in stereo, all of these tasks. It's wide open, but here's where it gets really, really interesting. You're going to quickly realize, and I've said this before, you'll do much better and make more interesting channels and actually probably promote yourself better if you embrace other artists of your like. In other words, what would you like to go to? A channel featuring one bluegrass artist, or a channel featuring a bunch of bluegrass artists? And you could do it on a local thing. You could get together with the other people who do hip-hop in your area, or the people who do spoken word or classical music or jazz, and support each other by showcasing each other's videos, or even having shows where you have opening acts, have multiple acts, have 4 acts on the bill. Talk to people, build community. Okay, and this is where it's really going. So we're going to tell you everything again. Remember what I told you before about that was the pledge. I'll tell you anything about what we're doing. There's no secrets here. And the other thing I'll say is write Vic, send us in topics that you want us to talk about. Come on, Kung Fu Master, give me some topics. I will hit those topics. I want to say hi to Mr. Jack, always over there in the UK. Say hi to our friend Mac McAllister, who's going to be bringing his own projects. Remember, I'm getting creative too. What's the new software I've got? The new iClone, Crazy Talk. I've got the new Sonar. We're going to be recording more studio multi-tracking in the studio. Mixcraft, I think that was the one that's hot too.
Right.
Yeah, that's the one. So you guys, there's a bunch of stuff I'm using. I'm going to be talking more about that in the future. We wanted to let you know where we've been. This is where we're going. 24 hours. Start shooting your own concerts so I can show you. I want to show you. Okay? And if those of you who do more, I'll show them. Okay, Vic?
No, I'm done, man.
I think we're done. We talked about a lot. It's been a long show.
Yeah, and for people, so you can understand, we use a term that's been used heavily when it comes to new applications. They say community. we know that means fan base. I mean, you know what? Believe it or not, it's a nice, great term. I love community because we all have communities. But when Mario always goes to that, he's really saying, you can have fan base, you can have community. What does community mean? Anyone who's involved, anyone who's following your body of work, anyone who's interacting with your work, exchange, business, any type of affiliation. So when we say community, remember, it can be easier to build a fan base, but that's what he means, because it's the power and the control that you can produce and have a one-to-one relationship with your fans, and you can call them whatever you want to. It's all up to you, man.
All right. So we hope you enjoyed the show. Remember to write us. We're going to be right back. We're going to be here. We're going to be coming to you weekly, getting us back on that whole tip, bringing you some stuff. And we're going to go out with another one of these wonderful pieces, Vic. This one we like a lot. It's called, where is it? The DNA Funkified Mix.
Oh, really? Is that what it's called, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I like.
DNA Funkified Mix, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to see you soon, right?
Hopefully, man.
And first off, I'm not your regular dude. I bust moves like a young MC. Yeah, sorta, that would be me. I be thinking about putting down the mic one day, then I get some more love. Thanks for the love you gotta play. What can I say? I'm a Leo to the finish, man. I love God, so my faith won't diminish me. Once I step up to the mic, I speak truth. Hip-hop wasn't designed to exploit the black youth, but somewhere along the lines, we dropped the ball, yeah. I mean that man in the mirror, yeah, that ball dude. But now I'm back to right the wrongs of my past world. So let me mark this off my list like my name's Earl. Articulate my thoughts clearly like Professor Les. Do you remember Rap City with Deja and Les? I'm looking at the front door, that's the main source. You fool, yeah, wait till I hit you with the main course. I was spitting when you was a kid, you doing what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be on the solo, making my money's grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. I was spitting when you was a kid, you doing what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be on the solo, making my money's grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. Rather listen to Tribe or shit alone. You like my raps, but really I write songs. I like to do it like this once in a while to show some versatility and make you all smile. It's been a long time coming, I know, I feel it too. The more I take a break, it's like the more I break through. With my time, the space boy funk, I'm on point. Bless this microphone every time I anoint the pen, the pad. I face the bad head on. Escape inside the music, see my diary's a song. It's on till I write my next verse, then I go again into the studio. I feel like I gotta flow again. This ain't just music to me, it's like my recipe. To be honest, it's more creative tranquility. This ain't just music to me, it's like my recipe. To be honest, it's more creative tranquility. I was spitting when you was a kid, you doing what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be on the solo, making my money's grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. I was spitting when you was a kid, you doing what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be on the solo, making my money's grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. They say they get me, I don't think they ever got me. My name's Kowalski, but they call me Kawasaki. Online of funds, but in real life I'm more like Chachi or Cola. I told you, I'm funky like granola. Bars, can't you see that I'm a star? Who pumps his own gas in the cold really fast? As I pass on your gold digging stash. I'd rather make my own money, not advance me loan money. I was spitting when you was a kid, you doing what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be on the solo, making my money's grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. I was spitting when you was a kid, you doing what I did, you know I still got it. Why you brag about it? I be on the solo, making my money's grow residual. I'm individual, nobody's got my DNA. So there you have it. Nobody's got my DNA. Nobody's got my DNA. Nobody's got my DNA.